Hello, how you doing? So on the menu today we're going to make this beautiful vegetable soup, Indian style. It's got some lovely little spices in it. Now you can really play around with the amounts of vegetables and the types of vegetables. Just kind of use what you have really. Super delicious, healthy, vegetarian, and of course vegan. Let's go. So let's take a look at what we have here. Now let's look at the essentials first of all. So 1 can of tomatoes, ginger, and I've cut that into nice long strips. You can cut it smaller, but I quite like that in this soup. Garlic, a nice big tablespoon of garlic, and then our spices here. I've got 2 teaspoons of coriander, 2 teaspoons of turmeric, and 1 of chili powder. Now if you wanted, you could just use a curry powder, but I think these spices work out just nicely. And then our whole spices, I've got 1 teaspoon of black mustard seeds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green cardamoms, a teaspoon of cloves, and a teaspoon of cumin seeds. And then the vegetables that you're going to use, obviously we're going to need onions as well. Then the vegetables that you use, the selection is entirely up to you. I've got potatoes, sweet potatoes, frozen garden peas, some zucchini or courgettes, and I've cut the skin off of that, carrots, and I've got some bell peppers. But you know, think about other things: cauliflower, mushrooms, etc., celery, entirely up to you. We're going to start this off with a little bit of oil, and this soup is delicious. There's a couple of other things we're going to add as well. Okay, so you're going to need a large pot like I've got, and you're going to need a lid. I've got some oil in there. I'm using a sunflower oil, and we're going to drop in our whole spices. Let's just take a look at them again. So I've got black mustard seeds, cumin seeds, cloves, and green cardamoms. Now, bay leaf in there could be good, fennel seeds in there. You know, there's lots of different options for this. This is just what I'm going with. Just for a few seconds, let them do their thing in the oil. They'll infuse that oil and give it a great flavor, so don't skip this stage. Then we're going to add our onion. I've got 1 onion here, cut nice and small. Nice tablespoon of garlic, and the ginger. Like I say, I like my ginger cut like that, and I like it, you know, it to feature in the soup. Okay, 3 minutes, and as you can hear, we're on quite a high heat. Keep it moving. Next up, we're just going to start adding our hardest vegetables. So that is looking beautiful already. That's a nice kind of basis for our soup. So like I say, just your hardest vegetables next. So I'm going to go with my carrots, my potato, and my sweet potato. And just a little tip with sweet potato is that the moment that you cut it or peel it, it will really discolor really fast. So what I do is I cut it and put it straight into water. Now, if you're adding things like celery, which could be good in here, you'd get that in now as well. Next up, I'm just going to add salt and a little bit of black pepper. And we're going to go for about another 4 minutes, staying on this vibrant heat. And I'll be stirring it often. This is coming together beautifully. Now, if you wanted, you could be adding some like chickpeas into this, or some dal or lentils, you know, to kind of thicken it out. I'm going with just vegetables. And we're going to add our last vegetables now. So I've got there my zucchini, my bell peppers, and my frozen garden peas. A beautiful selection here of vegetables, I think. We're now going to add the spices. Let's just take one more look at them. So I've got chili powder, coriander powder, and turmeric. So 2 teaspoons, and 1 teaspoon of the chili. But please feel free to adjust that how you want. You might want a little bit more spice in there. Okay, 3 or 4 more minutes, staying on this heat, stirring all the time now because we don't want our spices to burn. Just need to sort of incorporate everything together. Absolutely fabulous. I'm now going to add that 1 can of tomatoes. Now this was a whole plum tomato, which I just really roughly chopped with my hand, just squished it up a little bit. And then I've got some vegetable stock. Now you don't have to use vegetable stock, you could just use water. We're pretty much done now. What we need to do now is get a lid on this. I'm going to let it go now, staying on this kind of vibrant heat, above medium heat, for about 6 minutes. You can give it a stir every now and then. Okay, I'm going to turn off the heat, get some steam out of here. I hope I don't get it all over the camera. And that is looking really beautiful. It's nice and thick. Now you can really play around with the consistency by adding more or less liquid. Those vegetables are cooked really nicely. I'm now going to finish this off with some fresh cilantro or coriander. And one more thing that I didn't show you earlier, a nice healthy pinch of garam masala powder, which is a beautiful finishing powder. You're done. Let's mix that in and let's get that in a bowl. Fantastic. Okay, and there we have it. Beautiful. Now, like I say, play around with the different types of vegetables and the amounts, but that's a beautiful, nice, chunky, thick vegetable soup, Indian style. Hope you enjoy that. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Please do give us a thumbs up and leave us a comment and say hi. We hope you're well. Keep safe, everyone. Lots of love.